Okay, any views expressed are the opinion of the guest. That's not a representation because the programming reflects that PoPolitickin with 4 eyes. It's really no competition. Suffocating with the dope, you know I be twisting. Real ninjas out in the field, now we cotton picking. Not to mention our intention to cover topics and many of the subjects. I got more lines than the deli at the Publix. With King Pharaoh, PoPolitickin, I'm pistol whipping. Rappers jeopardizing hip-hop position. My opposition, intuition, prediction like writers on The Simpsons. To witness the glimpses from higher up dimensions. My bitches be fighting gremlins like Phoebe Cakes. Let me cook stovetop oven, easy bakes. Hydroponic with them seaweed flakes. Yeah, these rappers started from the bottom, power bottom. TD Jakes, unfollowed. Talking about have you ever been swallowed? Regardless of race, color, or creed, you get Apollo'd. We PoPolitickin, ticking. We straight PoPolitickin, ticking. When it's a great show, you got to listen. Listen to that PoPolitickin, ticking. This for the PoPolitickin, ticking. We straight PoPolitickin, ticking. When it's a great show, you got to listen. Listen to that PoPolitickin, ticking.
What up? What up? Welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Right now, we're live on Facebook, Twitch, X. We live on Instagram, too. You on Instagram, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. 1212 on the place to be with Degree. How you doing, bro?
Oh, man, I'm peace, man. How are you, man?
I'm good, man. Got me feeling like an old man and shit. Yes, sir. I ain't that old, hopefully. What you got going on today?
Nah. Man, today, man, is just a slow day for me. You know, I was home going through some music, you know what I mean, getting some stuff ready for the next release that I got coming out. You know, just made some time, you know what I mean, so I can come up here with you, you know what I mean, chop it up. You know how we do.
Cool. And then, so where you at right now?
I'm located in the Southern California, Los Angeles area. Right now, I'm at an undisclosed location, you know what I mean? But you know, live in effect, you know what I mean? Say downtown LA type shit.
Oh, I thought you was I don't know why I just thought you was East Coast nigga. I was listening to your music and I just assumed you was East Coast. I thought you.
I get that a lot,
somewhere.
man. I get that a lot. Yeah. Now I'm born and raised in LA, you know?
Yeah, I'm in San Diego, but I'm actually I'm in San Diego County, but I'm in Oceanside.
Oh, I love it out there. That's the spot. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's the weather. You know what I mean? It's nice out there.
Yeah, I was interviewing somebody else from Long Beach, and we was talking about LA, and I was asking them, do they still got that graffiti going on over there, like that skyrise where everybody keep putting graffiti on? They still doing that, or that's not really by you?
Yeah. So it used to be real close to me, but I still see it frequently. You know what I mean? Driving through LA, it's just right downtown. Yeah, it's still definitely going. Graffiti is definitely an LA staple. You know, from the time I was a kid, you know what I mean? My brother, he's 10 years older than me. He was a graffiti artist, so I've seen all that stuff. You know what I mean? Coming from the early '90s on. So you know, but that one building, that right there was something that was a landmark. You know what I mean? That was monumental because I mean, you got to think about it. Like, it was a high rise, you know what I mean? And you got the graffiti going all the way down the bottom, you know what I mean? And so, you know, that goes hand in hand with hip hop, in my opinion, you know, breaking the rules and just, you know, doing things the way you want to do it.
And why you go by Degree?
Well, I go by Degree. You know, I've been rhyming for a real long time, and you know, I used to you know, be in a lot of ciphers and stuff like that, you know, and my government name is Dorian, you know. But you know, when I was spitting, you know, cats were like, yo, he's taken to a different degree, you know what I mean? So it just kind of just latched on, you know what I mean? Just became just the handle after a couple of years, you know what I'm saying? And I just roll with it after that, you know, because that's what I do, you know what I'm saying? You know, take it to the next level.
And what you smoking on right now?
Right now, I'm smoking on some OG. I only smoke OG, bro. Keep it honest with you. You know what I mean? It is Ramadan, so I'm taking it easy. But like, you know what I mean? Today, just, you know, OG joint. there's no real name for real OG in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean, I know some
I'm gonna say
growers.
OG what? Because I know it ain't just OG. It's usually OG Kush, OG, purple. Like
To be
what
honest with you,
OG?
to me, it's just a heavy indica OG. You know what I mean? It has no real name to it. It's
You must have
just
grew
OG.
it yourself.
I'm in that community as well. You know what I mean? I know people that know people. Let's put it to you that way.
Then we
You know
smoking
what I mean?
papers or what you smoking?
I smoke on raws, yeah. You know what I mean? Raw papers, these joints. I don't smoke blunts. I used to smoke blunts. Everybody that know me know, you know what I mean? I used to roll up backwoods,
I be
Dutches,
smoking
and all
these
that.
like
But
well, you can't see it, but it's like, let me take my screen off right quick. You can see what I'm smoking on. Take the screen off. Yeah, I'm smoking on these.
oh, okay.
They hemp
Okay.
though. Yeah, them shit be busting.
Royal. Oh yeah, I know about them joints. Yeah, the Royal Blunt. Yeah.
Hemp
Yeah, you
Rillos,
know.
then my girl be doing the bongs, but man, I be like, I just can't do the bong. I be saying, this is gonna sound stupid to people, but I was like, man, when I do bongs, I just feel like a crackhead or something. I ain't fucking with no bong. It's just like, there's just that motion. I'm cool on the bong, so I like smoking, put something in my hand and smoking it over, lighting up and smoking like that. That
Yeah.
shit weird to me.
Yeah, the old school way. Most OGs that I know don't like smoking out of you know what I mean, utensils, you know what I mean? They just want to just roll up, you know what I mean? Roll joints, you know. I like joints because I like to actually taste my weed. That's why I like to smoke OG. Just because to me that's the most natural flavor, you know what I mean? And you got the papers, the raws, you don't got nothing in between. It's just straight, just you know what I mean, good bud, you know?
I'm saying, who's giving you just, if you ain't growing it, how were you just ordering OG? Niggas ain't, everybody got, how out here now, it's like every weed I got crazy ass names. I'm like, where you getting these names from? I know Girl Scout cookie, Frosted Flake, like all these different names. I'm like, why
Yeah.
you getting where they just saying OG? That's like taking it back to me.
I keep it a buck with you, man. I think that some of them names and stuff. I mean, I scratch
They
that.
be
I
making them
know that
up.
some of them names and stuff they be making it up, man. Some of the seeds do come with those names. You know what I mean? But you got growers that know how to crossbreed and come up with their own mix. You know what I mean? And do different things. So it's just off of like just categorization. You know what I mean? They just name it something different because it's a different pheno than another one, so they can keep track of them. You know what I mean? That's basically what it is. You know, and it smells like something, then you call it that. But this particular weed that does smell and taste like its name, like you got the tangy. You know what I mean? Like that smells tangy. You know what I mean? So you can't
Yeah.
you can't miss that. You know what I mean?
Do you be doing the vapes?
Man, I keep it simple, man. I just smoke joints, man. You know what I mean? I guess you could say that I got to the age where I was like, all that experimental stuff. You know what I mean? I go easy on the lungs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do got a little you know what I mean, wax pen that I'll puff on. You know what I mean, every now and then. But I try not to make it a habit. You know?
Yeah, cause I got the pen too. I just switched over, but the pen, man, it just seemed like that weed be too damn potent. I hit that shit be how my lungs burning. So I can't hit it like I be wanting. Like I can hit the weed way more. I can hit this damn thing.
Yeah. I mean, the pens be smooth. It's just that I think it fucks with your tolerance a little bit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's what I'm saying. Cause this shit be like 32% THC and shit like that.
Yeah, it fucks with your tolerance a little bit. But you know, in the profession that we in, you know what I mean? It's okay. You know what I mean? You can take that hit. You know what I mean?
So how did you get into hip hop? What got you into the game?
Man, oh shit. I mean, not only is being a fan of the genre of the art, you know what I mean, but I'm a fan of music in general. But like, just hip hop is just like it's the street news. You know what I mean? It's like it's just what was dope for me. You know what I mean? And growing up in the '90s, the early '90s, you know what I mean? Through LA, like skateboarding and graffiti, shit like that. You know what I mean? Like hip hop was the soundtrack to all that. So just what I mean, being able to listen to it and then what I mean, memorizing some of the songs, some from my favorite artists, you know what I mean? I was a big Wu-Tang fan, you know what I mean, listening to that. I used to print out the lyrics and analyze the lyrics, you know what I mean? And I moved around a lot when I was young. So, um I moved back east to Detroit for a while, and that's when I really started freestyling and seeing, like, what I mean, the art form then, because I was in high school and Eminem was just what I mean, popping. So everybody out there was trying to rhyme, you know what I mean, even more. It was already that atmosphere, but it was even more intense at that time because it was like like somebody from the city blew up, you know. So I just started just rhyming and just just getting sharp with it and just figuring out how to put words together and get a cadence, you know what I mean? And then it just took off from there, you know. So I mean that was easily what, let's say like 99, you know what I mean?
Damn,
2000, you know what
you
I
been
mean?
there for a long time, huh?
Yeah, 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 you know. And that was just me just sharpening my sword, you know what I mean? Just learning.
So then, how would you explain your style to people, and then what do you think separates you from all the other MCs out here?
I mean, first and foremost, I do music for my ear, for what I like to hear. You feel me? Like you said I have a East Coast vibe to me. That's probably because that's what mostly I listen to. You know what I mean? Like I feel like East Coast music, you know what I mean, and East Coast hip hop in particular is, the foundation of hip hop. So I take from that root, you know what I mean? But being an LA dude, which I mean I represent, proudly, I put my own little, twist to it. But um, you know, for the most part, just I lost track of the question that you asked me, but for the most part, just I come off and just do music the way that I like to hear for myself. You know what I mean? And me being me, I like to hear somewhat lyricism. You know what I mean? And some, what I mean, some good rhythm, some good cadence, some good beats. You know what I mean? Like I like to hear a blend of all three of those elements. And also too, I don't try to do a particular genre and try to fit into what I think everybody else want to hear. Like, to be honest with you, like I said, I do it for me and what I want to hear. And like, if you fuck with it, then that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, I really appreciate it, but I'm not here to cater to an audience, because the audience, you know what I mean? They fuck with me, they fuck with me, you know?
Mm.
So that's just I think my approach is what makes me different from everybody else. You know what I mean? Because like I got musical family, I got musical background in my family, so it's not like I'm trying to do this to get the fame and the fortune. You know what I mean, and all that. Like I'm just trying to just be heard with the best. And just show that
Mm.
you know what I mean. Use my pen.
So
You know what I'm saying?
who's your influences?
My influences. You know what I mean? Like short story, like I linked up with BSF a few years ago, Benny and them. So being able to link with them showed me a different realm of possibilities. So that alone influenced me, that experience alone, because it's deeper than music. You know what I mean? It's not just life experience that influences me. So running around with them and picking up those experiences and what we were doing and seeing how certain things connect certain ways, you know, and really being in the culture, what I mean? That's what influenced me. You know what I mean? Like I can't put it on one individual that influenced me as far as music goes, because the experience is what influences me.
Don't say, what do you mean by linked up? Like you signed to him, or?
So I'm not officially signed to Black Soprano Family Records, but Black Soprano Family Records is my home base. Like I'm from BSF, that's my crew. Um, City from BSF was originally me and him met a few years ago on Fairfax, and we linked up and did some business. You know what I mean? And ever since then, we've built a bond and a friendship over the years. Me personally, I've been doing music already, so that kind of just blended in. You know what I mean, with the friendship. So I'm not the kind of person to ask for handouts or do any of that. Like I'm building my own audience. You know what I mean? Because there's been a time where I wasn't doing music, where I was, on the low. So I'm building up an audience right now. You know what I mean? Trying to build a little track record, put myself out there, get heard. You know what I mean? And actually do it professional wise. I never took a professional approach until the past couple years, 2 years, I'd say. So, spending my own money on it, and, doing things that I need to do to be heard. So now, I know that I got that plug. I know if I need to, I can, get some, get some love, you know what I mean? Get some airtime or whatever, you know what I mean? But that's in due time though, I gotta put
Yeah.
some more work in first.
Y'all gonna say, what made you want to when you were saying more, like you saying like professional, like what do you call professional? Then what made you want to be more professional?
Um, the fact that I know that I can take it to the professional level with my art. Um, the fact that I know that I have it in me to do it and to not waste the time and not do it while I can. seeing the business and the ins and outs of it from the people that I know and the plugs that I've met, and you know what I mean, the interactions that I've had with people, knowing, you know, that I can it's actually something possible, something that I can actually do. You know, it's not like a pipe dream. You know what I mean? It's something that can actually, it's tangible. I see it. You know what I mean? I could see myself making money. I could see myself doing what I have to do to survive off of this art form. You know, that's not the main goal, but when you get the fruit from the labor, you know what I mean? That's how we're supposed to be here in life. We're supposed to eat, and it'd be better to eat off of what you're passionate about. You know, so that can't be the goal at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Because you want to do it, you know, for the passion of your art and your love for it. But at the end of the day, you still got to eat and live, you know? So if I could see myself taking it to the next level, I'll do that. And I can see that. I can see that. And my team can see that, you know?
Yeah, I saw you you actually came out with a project with Brahma Bull, You Are Your Art.
Yeah.
How y'all hook up? I had that's a homie.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So me and him, that's a cool story too. We have a mutual friend named E from New York, and me and E, you know, we run around doing business or whatever, hanging out. And one night, you know what I mean, pulled up to the studio where he was at with Brahma. So I pulled up, whatever, and Brahma was playing some beats. And you know, I wasn't really, like I said, I wasn't really taking it too serious at that time. But there was this beat that just caught my ear, and I'm an MC by nature, so I heard that beat, I had to go off on it. So you know, booth was right there. There was nobody else really working to do anything, so I hopped in there and just did it. And then from that night on, that was the beginning of our relationship, and it turned into doing that first project, which our first project is called Small World Big City. And on that one, that's the introduction to, like I said, me taking it serious like a business. You know what I mean? So from there on, it's been just work. You know what I mean?
So what's your goals for your career right now?
My goals for my career right now: work, do more features. You know what I mean? Drop as much material as possible. Promote myself as best as I can. You know, and just get out there. You know what I mean? Just make it happen. Do some more shows. You know, I'm starting from the ground up. You know, so anything I got to do. You know.
So what else you working on besides the? I know, like I said, I would listen to the Brahma Bull, the one that you did with Brahma Bull. What else you working on?
Well, I got another project coming out with a friend of mine named Jay Silva Beats. That project is already pretty much done. That joint right there, I've been looking forward to doing too for a while. That's gonna hit, and then I got another joint. It's like a whole joint project coming out with the Gritty Scheme, and that's my boy Dis the Villain. He's featured on one of my tracks too. On You Are Your Art. He's on Ezekiel. And yeah, me and him, we, you know what I mean, we going in, you know what I'm saying? So me and him got that project. I'm really looking forward to that too. So basically just work, like I said, just putting anything out that I can, you know. I'm very picky about how my shit sound too. So, you know, it takes a little while longer, but I'm starting to get out of that and just, you know, be more fluent with it, and it's starting to come out a little more smoother, and so it's working. It's working, you know. The formula's working.
Now, say, describe your creative process?
Well, my creative process, I begin with knowing the concept to what I want to write to, or knowing what I generally am feeling the vibe of the time. So it coincides with the beat as well. So I listen to the beat, you know, a little freestyle, a little something in my head, you know, no pressure. I just, you know what I mean? Just write down what comes to me, you know, go through that. Sometimes it could be a solid 8. Sometimes it could be a full 16. You know what I mean? But if it's something that I want to change, you know, I have little notes. I write notes on the sides of my lyrics too. I usually use pen and pad. I used to use a lot of my phone, but it's not the same thing. It's not as organic, you know? So just, you know, just writing and just, you know, smoke, probably watch some anime or something like that, and just, you know, just vibe out. that's my process, just relaxing and just get to the pen, because the pen take over after a while. It just starts just taking over, and then you're just writing. Next thing you know, you got a whole track. Next thing you know, you got a solid 16. You got a hook. You got more than 16. You got 28, something like that, and then you take a piece of that and use that for the hook or whatever. It's just fun. It's like putting a puzzle together. It's just being just creative. Some cats draw. You know what I mean? Some cats do. I write rhymes. Just put them together.
And why you were saying that, you said you feel the phone ain't as organic.
Say it again.
You say you think the phone is. You said the phone is not as organic than writing.
I feel like when you write it down with a pencil and paper, you're not only do your intentions come through more clear. You know what I mean? But you can actually see your work in front of you, and it's physical. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I guess you could say I'm an old school cat. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to that kind of stuff. My girl make fun of me all the time because I'm the kind of dude that if I have the option to call somebody or to do it online, you know what I mean, I'm gonna call them. You know what I mean? I'm more of a hands-on type of fellow. You know what I mean? So writing down with a notepad and a pen, you know what I mean, just gives it a different feel. Using your phone, it's autocorrect and all these different things, and you write it's just weird. You know what I'm saying? To me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, speaking of you talking about use your phone instead of social media, I was just reading about yesterday how like Ryan Leslie, like how basically like he's on social media, but basically he also has that super phone, so he has it like where everybody can just like you text his number and you can like contact him directly like that instead of just being on social media.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, that's a good idea too, because I was like, that's the thing. It's like a lot of the technology is helping us, but at the same time, it is making it impersonal. Because even nowadays, you got that chat AI stuff, so you don't even know if people actually even writing that shit now. They probably just copying and pasting what they trying to say to you. They probably not even writing it at all.
For real. And they use AI for voices and shit and all that, man.
Yeah,
It's it's I mean, some people, I mean, it's cool, we in the future. You know what I mean? That's what it is. We in the future. That's cool, you know what I mean? But I'm trying to get to that core hip hop audience, the people that just want to just really go to like a show, you know what I mean, and see somebody perform and just, you know what I mean, just kill that shit just on some regular shit, you know what I mean? Like be able to go on YouTube and it's not, a fantastic, crazy fucking CGI video. It's just like, some music, you know what I mean? Like
now
let's
what
get back to basics, you know what I mean?
what I be always peeping out, because I be watching a lot of like artist concerts, and then I be noticing like a lot of concerts, like even like you remember Ludacris, like it was like for the Super
Mm-hmm.
Bowl or some performance where he was in the air, like all those artists they
Yeah.
always got to be in the air, like suspended in the air. And I'm like, God damn, I was like, they make you do all that to fucking perform. You got to fucking put your life on the
Yeah.
line. I'm like, what the fuck being
Yeah.
in the air got to do with singing your song or rapping your song? So I just be like, damn. So I be like, where is
Yeah.
it? If they already got to do this to, where is it going? Because you even back in the day, you remember Michael Jackson was on that damn crane and the little kid
Yep.
walked up. But I was like, why do they got to do all that to perform? Like,
Because it's
like shit.
exactly what you said, is to perform, you know what I mean? Not to get too deep into it, but like it's all a performance, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's to perform, it's to distract, you know what I mean? Like Super Bowl and all that stuff, it's
And
it's to
then
keep
like
it.
the thing is now though, the same thing is going on social media or YouTube or all these sites. Like people, you gotta like. That's why I be like, man, I don't even know no more because like I can't do all that shit people be doing on social media for views. Like you gotta like make a whole motherfucking skit for social media.
For social media, yeah.
I'm like, I
That's
can't
what,
do it.
yeah,
I can't. I'm too old for that shit. So I don't know, man. But I can't be making these motherfucking skits and all this shit they be doing now to be on social media all goddamn day and dancing or
that's funny.
all this shit, bungee jumping. Like, it's crazy. It's like you gotta do a lot, and you doing all that just to get somebody attention for like a split second, and
A
that's it.
split second. Yeah. So speaking of that, that's one of the reasons why I don't really like to make super long songs.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you only get a person's attention for a few seconds. So just get right to it.
Well,
You know?
nowadays I notice I be like, what's going on? I noticed that a lot of songs are under 2 minutes.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
lot of
I
them.
mean, I believe it. I mean, I got a daughter. She listens to Pink Panthers, and I think she blew up on TikTok, something like that. And her whole album is like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How long is it?
She listen to who?
Oh, it's like 35 minutes. Pink Panthers. But like the first album, the songs that she has on there, she's from UK, and it's like kind of like drum and bass, you know what I mean? But you know, the songs that she has on there are like really short, and I realized they're TikTok length. You know what I mean? Like their story length. That's how these people are blowing up. They figured out, you know, okay, there's this platform. You only have a certain amount of seconds that you can use. You know, you pack as much as you can in those seconds, and just hopefully make it go viral. Not hopefully, make it go viral, because you just got to keep posting and reposting. I try to post as much as I can. It gets exhausting though, but you got to just make your presence known, you know?
Yeah, I actually was looking at I was watching some Tierra Whack videos, and she was doing the same thing. Like a lot of her videos were only a minute. I'm like, damn, I'm like punching in like a motherfucker, punching in for videos now. I was like, shit, damn. So yeah, it's kind of wild. But even with the TikTok, so how you feel like, I guess, like the government trying to take it down, or even with they took a lot of the mainstream artist music off TikTok?
I'll put it this way, man. Not only do I think that they do that kind of shit just to kind of just shake things up and just get shit riled up, you know what I mean? But I feel like there's no point in doing it. Somebody's gonna come up with a different app. There's always somebody inventing something new. There's always the next thing, you know. The TikTok, you know. Remember MySpace days?
Yeah,
you know, we're a long way from that, you know. And there's nothing new under the sun, so people gonna keep on, you know, inventing new stuff. It's gonna be something else, something next. But I mean, yeah, honestly, these streaming platforms are getting away with a lot, man. Spotify is getting away with a lot.
They be
They
getting y'all
going
for like
crazy.
1 cent for a stream,
Man, they going crazy, bro.
right? Ain't it like 1 cent a stream?
Yeah, it's something ridiculous like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, they be going crazy, man. Like I said, when I linked up with Brahma and we did that first album, that was my first time actually logging into that shit and getting an account and figuring all that out. You know what I mean? And seeing how it works. And I realized, I'm like, man, like we're a long way from like just dubbing cassettes and just like, you know what I mean, or making CDs and like physical copies of CDs and selling them shits and passing those out. Like we're a long way from that. Like this shit's all.
Even that, I remember back in the day, like I think this what started it though, them LimeWire days when you was like you could download the music, put it on CD, or then right before that, so you had LimeWire, but then right after LimeWire, you had the iPod. That shit was over after that. Once they made it digital, it was over. It shit took off.
It was over with.
But it started with LimeWire, and the other one, it was LimeWire and another one, because the other one, Napster, that was the one Dr. Dre sued. Yeah,
Napster.
But I said,
they was getting people.
You was talking about MySpace. I used to be on Black Planet. What you know about Black Planet?
Oh yeah, Black Planet. Yeah, I know. I couldn't get on Black Planet though, but I know about Black Planet.
I said that's the sad part, man. The sad part is like a lot of black people always be like, "Oh, we need to get our own stuff." We had our own stuff. We just gave it. We just got off of it for no reason.
Yeah.
It wasn't even no reason to get off of it. We just got off of it just because, oh, we got Facebook. We just all went on Facebook for no reason. We just
think about it though. Facebook is a white black planet.
Yep.
It's the same general concept. He just changed a few things here and there. And dude was from what, Yale or what was it, Yale?
But so what was MySpace then? What's it between MySpace and Facebook? BearShare. Somebody said BearShare. I forgot about BearShare.
BearShare?
So, James,
I don't know about that one.
That's my homie.
You gotta realize I was an outside kid.
Now I said, what do you think? What was the difference between? I was saying, what do you think the difference between MySpace and Facebook? Because everybody left MySpace to go to Facebook too. So, what do you think the difference was?
Yeah, it reached a wider network and it allowed you to interact differently. It was a different interface. You know what I mean?
You know what it was too. At first, it was only the people with college emails can join.
Emails.
So it made like exclusive. So
Exclusive.
everybody
Yeah.
want to get on it for that. And then once they opened it up to everybody, that shit was over. But at first it was only like you had to have a college. I remember that you had to have a college email.
Yep. First, it was only you can only have his school. I think it was Yale. Like I was trying to say, I think was it Yale, but you can only have from his school. You know what I mean? And then it became just college, and then it went on. That's the same thing with UCLA. They have their own email addresses. You know what I mean? And as a student, if you have a UCLA email address, you get all types of discounts on shit. You know?
Yeah. I was just watching. You said UCLA or USC?
UCLA.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say USC. I was watching damn Juju and them get their ass whooped a couple days ago. I've been watching the college games. You been watching college?
Okay. Nah, man. Like I said, yo, you know what? I'm really not into sports. You know, I feel like it's really something they're trying to keep us distracted from. So when a sports game or something like that is going on, I keep my eye on the other side. You know what I mean?
I'm saying, I don't know. Somebody, I don't know if it was you or somebody else. Cause I thought I heard your album. I thought I heard somebody saying they was watching the Lakers and the Suns game. So I was like, oh, he must watch basketball, but it must have been somebody else.
You know what? You know what that was? Okay, yeah, no doubt. Definitely, it's part of the culture too. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Like, you know, I got homies that watch the game. I'll pull up.
I was happy. I was like, man, why you got something to talk about?
Yeah. I sit up and watch some of the game with the homies. My big brother's a big sports head too. That was Rick Hyde, and that was on the Avalanche song. You know what I mean? Because we was in the studio that night. You know what I mean? And the game was going on. And you know what I'm saying? We was in there vibing. So, you know what I mean? That his verse incorporated that. And that's the beauty about hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was dope because it was actual
going
facts.
on.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
No,
yeah.
But the only thing I do be kind of like with sports. I understand you about sports too. Cause I just be like, man, it's kind of crazy. Just in general, how much like athletes and entertainers make. That's wild. Like, they make a lot of money, and you just playing sport, or you just like acting. I don't think they should get paid that much, but that's me. I don't know. But then at the same time, they do bring in the people, so it's like maybe they should get paid that much because they're bringing in so many people, and maybe like that's why they get paid because they bring in so many people and they're distracting them for that time being. But I don't know. It is kind of like, yeah, sports is kind of too much. And like a lot of times people be like, oh, this is my team. Or they're like fighting over the teams. Like, come on, man. You fighting and killing over your teams.
You know? Yeah, man, it gets crazy, yo. I mean, I saw it for myself. I went to a Dodger game. You know, I'm not, like I said, I'm not really a big sports head, but you know, I'm in LA. So it's like, okay, cool. Everybody go to the Dodger game. Let's go to the Dodger game. We're with a couple of homies, whatever, right? We at the Dodger game and it's versus the Dodgers and the Padres. I don't know if you know or not, but I think they got a real big rivalry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think so. I don't really know. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, that's some fights broke out and shit. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, you see? You know what I mean?
For no reason though, because the bond should be that hey, we all baseball fans. Let's come together. But that's gonna make you fight because y'all like baseball. Shit retarded.
I mean, you know, I be watching old shows. I watch old shows. I see, like, you know, the Yankees used to play, you know what I mean, in New York, and it was the whole thing. Everybody, the whole neighborhood get together, and you know what I mean, Mickey Mantle and all that shit. Like, it ain't like that no more. You know what I mean?
And I would say, so what else you like to do outside of making music, doing music?
Man, I'm a family man. You know what I mean? So I spend a lot of time with my family, my girl. You know what I mean? My kids. Let's see. I read books. You know what I mean? I just, you know, work on my craft. You know what I mean? Just, you know, take care of home. You know what I mean? I'm a simple man. You know what I mean? I don't do nothing too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just make money, survive, and just, you know what I mean? Take care of the fam. You know, that's the goal.
What kind of books you reading?
Oh man, shoot. Let's see. Right here, I got a couple I was reading. I finished reading Behold the Pale Horse. I went back and read that again. You know, just for a fun read. I got the Alex Haley Malcolm X. You know, I like that book that the RZA wrote too. The Tower of the Wu. You know what I mean? That's a good one too. You know, just some books. You know what I mean? Some light reading.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And then
yeah, man.
Shit. Anything else you want to let the fans know about you? The listeners know about
Yeah,
you.
man, definitely. Yo, tap in. You are your art. And you know what I mean? That is doing really well right now. You know what I mean? We got another project coming out real soon. Jay Silva and myself. You know what I'm saying? Look out for that. You know, run up the Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Just lock it in, man. And you're gonna see me working a lot this year. I got a lot of stuff I'm gonna bring to you. You know what I mean? Some videos. You know what I mean? Brahma and me got some other stuff in the chamber. It's gonna be fun. You know what I mean? We're gonna do it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Then what else, man?
Yeah,
Anything
man.
else you want? Anything? You got any shout outs? Any
Yo,
homies you
yeah,
want to
shot
pick up?
definitely all day, man. All day, man. Shout out to Brahma Bull, you know what I mean? Making shit possible, you know what I mean? Shout out to the Gritty Scene. I got a project coming out with them. That shit's gonna be ill, you know what I mean? The Lord and the Villain. Shout out to This the Villain, you know what I mean? Shout out to, like I said, Jay Silva, you know what I mean? And you know, BSF, you know what I'm saying? You know how we do. About to come
So
out with
now
some
you got
shit,
a.
let them know what it is.
I saw another link on your page. You got a clothing line or something?
Yeah, man. See, I'm working on that right now too. I don't like to really talk about that too much because I like for it to speak for itself. It's an art, you know what I mean? Like I do, like you said, like my side besides doing music, I also do clothing line too. You know what I mean? It's an art for me too. You know what I mean? And it's kind of something that I want to make sure that I do it right again. You know what I mean? I did it the first time. I had a couple of drops. I was semi happy with the outcome, but you know what I mean. I got my nose on you know what I mean on the fabric right now, and really trying to come out with some shit that's gonna like you know what I mean top that. I always want to come out with something better than my last. You know what I mean?
Did you get any of Ye's clothing when you had the $20 sale?
Nah, man, I didn't go for that, man. I didn't even try it. You know what I mean? You
I was
know,
thinking
I'm
about
a
them
fan
shoes,
too.
but I didn't know. Huh?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, so you don't, are you a fan of his fashion, his shoes
yeah,
and everything?
yeah, big time, big time. I'm a fan of fashion in general. You know what I mean? I be rocking a lot of gallery department. You know what I mean? I got some Ye shit. You know what I mean? Um, you know, you know, I like to dress. I like the way clothes can come together and shit. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm trying to have my shit ride that same. You know what I mean? That same level. You know what I mean?
So give us some fashion tips.
Shit, tip number one, everything don't gotta be one color. You know what I mean?
Uh,
Put something together. Put something together. You know what I mean? Don't look like a one color person.
I
You
was
know
gonna
what I
say
mean?
too,
But
man,
that's all
because
I'm
you, huh?
no, I'm saying that's all I can really say because most fashion really comes from how you feel. You know what I mean? It's a day-to-day thing.
And then I was gonna ask you too, like, because you said you lived in LA and growing up, I would say you never had to deal with like the gangs and everything.
Man. Yeah, I've had well, you say deal with, it depends on the kind of personality that you have. You know what I mean? Like I don't have problems with people because it ain't no problem. You know what I mean? I'm a chill person. You know what I mean? So people that I know people from all different walks of life. I haven't had no problems with nobody. You know what I mean? Thank God. You know what I'm saying? Like a few people rub me the wrong way, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? You know, live and let live. You know, we live in the city, man. You know what I mean? So you know, I run into old friends. You know what I mean? And you know, some of them went down the gang bang path. Some of them didn't. You know what I mean? And but everybody, you know, everybody walks down, you know, choice in life, man. You know what I mean? I don't really haven't had any negative impact on me because that's what they choose to live, but they're still human, so they're still my friends. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, I've always been peace with everybody. You know what I mean? It's never been a problem. You know?
But I thought they were saying like sometimes they don't really like even if like it just sometimes it depends where you were raised. Like you automatically
Mm-hmm.
got to join a gang. Like you from over
Mm-hmm.
here, you joining that gang no matter what, or is it not like that anymore?
No, it's definitely like that. It's definitely like that, bro. Shit's real out
Oh,
here. You know what I mean? I was definitely blessed to not have to live in that situation. I tell you that. But yeah, no, shit is real out here, man. It's the city. You know what I mean? Like crazy shit happens all the time. You know what I mean? Like it's unfortunate, you know what I mean, that some people have to live that and have no choice. You know what I mean? But you know, that's what music being an outlet too, you know what I mean? Like it can also allow you to see other people's perspectives on how you don't have to live that life, you know what I mean, or how to navigate through that life, you know what I mean? In a way where you're not hurting somebody else. You're just trying to just, you know, do something right for yourself. You know what I mean?
yeah. And then I know there was a couple
Yeah.
of days ago everybody was celebrating Nipsey anniversary of his passing. Did Nipsey have any influence on you?
Oh, big time, man. Big time. I mean, look, I'm a cat from the city, you know what I mean? So it's like I said, most people think my music is East Coast because of how I carry myself and how I sound, you know what I mean? But I love Nipsey, you know what I mean? Like that's big influence, you know what I mean? Like not just the time around the hype either, because like he came out with mixtapes way before, you know what I mean? And homies put me on then, you know what I mean? Listening to old J Rock, old Nipsey, you know what I mean? So yeah, big time, you know what I mean? Like I'm a fan of hip hop in general, and I love good music, you know what I mean? So the way he arranges the songs and put them together, that shit was all the way ill, you know what I mean? So like, yeah, he's definitely a big influence and a dope artist.
Mm. And then what about who some of your give us your top I don't remember you saying your when you said inspirations, I don't remember you really saying who your top MCs were.
Well, so like what I was explaining when I was younger, I listened to a lot of Wu. My brother was running around with the Wu, so like he moved from California, went to New York, linked up with the Nation of the Gods and the Earths, and was running around with the Wu, you know what I mean? And for that period of time, he was sending me music to my house in LA. So I got put onto Wu like early 90s, you know what I mean? Like, so I wasn't, really listening to anything else but Wu-Tang and, the Chronic. You know what I mean? Those are my two go-tos. So that's what, like, sparked the hip hop ear for me. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, this shit is dope. You know what I mean? And I just kept just progressing from there. But so I say for those right there, it'd be Wu-Tang Clan as a whole, and I mean it'd be Dr. Dre, the Chronic in particular, that album. You know what I mean? Those would be at the top right there. You know, then I bring it down to something that I listened to more recently. Like I listen to a lot of Benny. That's the homie, you know what I mean? And his music is you know what I mean? It's progressive. You see his growth and his journey, you know what I mean? And I like that kind of shit, you know what I mean? So I listen to that. I listen to Rock Marciano. I listen to Mayhem Lauren, you know what I mean? I respect lyricism, I respect bars and storytelling. You know what I mean? Prodigy, you know what I mean, is another one. He's way up there for me, you know what I mean? Like P is like one of the illest spitters that I've heard, you know what I mean, hands down. Like the way he tells his stories, his albums, you know what I mean. All the joints is just hard hitting, you know what I mean. I got blessed with opportunity to meet Alchemist a few times, you know what I mean. Sit in the studio with him and listen to some beats, and you know what I mean, see some shit get made too. So it's like, feeling that vibe and listening to that music, it's like hell yeah, like this shit's dope, you know what I mean. Being a part of that. So let's see who else is there. Sean P.
And you
You
done
know what I
brought the
mean? Rest in
pastors out.
Christ. Yeah.
You see me, you done brought the pastor out.
Pastor Boswell. Yeah. Rules for the Children. ODB. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because Wu-Tang hit different, man, because they had the way that they organized their music was just like, it's nothing like I never heard before. You know what I mean? And then they did the Killer Bees, and then you had you know what I mean? You had the Grave Diggers, and you had, and then you was waiting for forever for Wu-Tang Forever to come out. You know what I mean? And then when it came out, it was just like that whole summer was different. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, nah. But Nas, you know what I mean? I listen to a lot of Nas too, you know what I mean? Mastermind, that song by Nas on that Alchemist beat, that shit go. The way that shit thump, you know what I mean? And the way Nas's deliverance and his cadence, you know what I mean? Like I study shit like that, you know what I mean? They was vibing when they made that song.
Yeah, we ain't gonna. I don't know if we're gonna be able to hear that other album, that Once Upon a Time in Shaolin.
Oh, the one that was sold in that
Yeah, because I guess they can't. It's like it's gonna be a while before they can release it. Somebody bought it, and I think they saying like they can't release it till like I know it's like a long time before they can release it. I gotta look. I'm trying to find out when they said that, but I want to hear that one. Shit.
Yeah, I ran into that dude Shavo from System of a Down. I don't know if you know who that is, but like basically he linked up with RZA a few times and was I guess they did some music together or whatever. But I asked him about that, and he was saying that they even have songs, and what they did was they put their music exclusively on like a Bluetooth speaker. So the track was exclusively embedded in the speaker, and you can only hear the track from that speaker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, man, is that the future? Is that what people gonna start doing now? You know what I mean?
And then who your favorite Wu-Tang person? Wu-Tang artist?
Man,
I like Ghostface. That's
I'm gonna say
my favorite.
Ghostface. Ooh, there you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Ghostface. Yeah, Ghostface because I like his style. You know what I mean? He like Cream Clientele, Iron Man. Those are classics. You know what I mean? Those are classics. Them joints like those are like, you know what I mean? Like those are the life changing joints. And believe me, I lived in the East Coast. I lived in that cold. It was like it hits a little bit different when you listening to that and you walking home in the snow. You know what I mean? It's just really looking ugly. You know what I mean? Like the shit be helping you out. You know what I mean?
That's funny. Hey, I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I can't see that shit, but I know they were saying they're gonna release that album like years later. Like it's gonna be years when they Hold on, let me see.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, 88 years after purchase. So we might not even listen to that motherfucker unless we live to be really old. But yeah, it's not coming out till like 88 years later. So Miss Toy, got Miss Toy in the building.
Peace. What's up? Yeah, so
All right.
I was gonna say too, and Crime Apple. Let me throw that in there too. The boy Crime Apple. Hey, he's nice. You know what I mean?
I ain't
I
never
listen
heard
to
of
all
him.
that shit. You know what I
Crime
mean?
Apple.
Crime Apple. Yeah.
So he like
Rome
from New York.
Streets. Crime Apple. Yeah, I listen to all that. You know what I mean? I like TF too. He from the West Coast. He out here. He nice
Yeah.
too.
I interviewed TF. I know TF dope. There's a lot of
Yeah.
artists, man.
TF
That's why I be
nice.
like, I just be thinking about that shit sometimes. I be like, man, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I be thinking I'm pretty versed in this shit, and I be like, it's still hella people I ain't never heard of. And like
Yeah, a
some
lot of
people,
people,
like
bro.
it's people like you said, Rocky Marciano. Like it's people like sometimes I know about them, but I just don't listen to them. But it's like so many people. It's like, man, I can like just spend days like trying to find new artists and listen to new music. It's like so many people now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
And then
And
if you
there's an
go back,
audience for
like you go
everybody.
back and listen to the old stuff, it's like, you know what I'm saying? You get lost in it. I was doing that yesterday, but you just get lost, like going through the history and
Yeah.
just going through all the music.
Yeah.
It's like so many
And that's
artists
the
out
fun
here
part
now.
though. That's the fun
Yeah,
part. You go through it, you be like, oh shit. Like you find an old classic that everybody was, oh, you just heard that. I'm like, damn, okay, I'm just discovering the artist. This song is dope. You know what I mean? Yeah. I love that. I love that shit. I love going back, listening and discovering an artist and then going back to his catalog and finding some old heat. You know what I mean? Because there you gotta realize that when you're writing something, you in a certain frame of mind, a certain time. So you probably progressed out of that. You know what I mean? But the music is like a time capsule. So you can go back and listen to that and be like, oh shit, you know what I mean? It bring you back there.
Yeah, what would you like to what would you like to say to your fans and supporters?
Oh man, thank you for supporting. You know what I mean? Run up the numbers. The numbers are looking really good on Spotify. I'm not gonna lie. It's one thing about Spotify that I do fuck with is that you can keep track of who's you know what I mean, fucking with your shit. You know what I mean? That is if you ain't doing some fucking fugazi shit on it, you know what I mean? But you know, my shit's just running. You know what I mean? No tricks, no, you know what I mean? No none of that. Just let's see what's happening. And that's what I pretty much did. I put it out there to see what y'all would think. You know what I mean? So I appreciate the love and support. Everybody that's out there just tapping in, you know what I mean? Degree_BSF. You know what I mean? Look forward to more music. Look forward to some shows, some live shows. I'm gonna be putting stuff up, you know. This month is Ramadan, so you know it's a slow month for me. I'm taking it easy, you know, but getting right back, you know what I mean, to the pavement, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm first,
I mean to
bro.
ask you
You know what
that.
I
I
mean?
was gonna say because you was talking about Ramadan, I was saying so they won't let you can't smoke during Ramadan because you were saying you can't.
You're not supposed to, you know what I mean? I took a few puffs, you know what I mean? Not supposed to, but really what it is, Ramadan is supposed to be a spiritual cleanse of, you know what I mean? Not only the food and drink, but, you know what I mean, of the mind, the body, you know what I mean? The spirit, physical attachments, you know what I mean? Things of that nature, you know? I'm a weed head, man. You know what I mean? I smoke a lot. So, you know, I
Like, that
take it
shit hard for
easy on
you, huh?
Ramadan. You know what I mean?
I like
Yeah,
you
yeah. I
be
be
waiting on
struggling,
that sun
bro.
to go down, huh? You be puffing in, huh?
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
was gonna say, so
yeah.
they got it where you like you can eat when the sun goes down, right? Yeah, 'cause I remember
Sundown.
back. Yeah, I just remember back in the day when they was always talking about Akeem Olajuwon, they used to make it seem like I used to think he never ate the whole time. I was like, they used to make it seem like really bad, but I was like, it ain't that bad if you
Yeah,
still
yeah.
eating at night. Like you gotta worry about the day, but I'm pretty sure at night you probably, eat a good meal.
Yeah, That's what it's for, and it's not bad for you either. It's good. It's good for your body and it's good for your spirit. It's good
But
for
you
your
can't
mind. You
drink
know what I mean?
anything too, or you can drink too,
No,
or you can't.
no,
That's the hard
no.
part. That's the hard part.
Yeah, yeah. And then time change and everything affects you too. But it's once a year, and it's good to try to at least try to observe it. If not only for the spiritual benefit, you know what I mean, which is the main reason, spiritual benefit, but also for the physical benefit too. People out here just don't take breaks, man. You know what I mean? You gotta take a break. You know what I mean? You can't be a tough guy forever, man. You gotta sit back and drink. You know what I mean? Take a break from everything that you're attached to, and see where you feel after that. You know what I mean? See how you feel after that. Everything deserves a break. You can do too much of anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I got a friend that's a pastor, like Christian pastor. He always do like a Daniel fast for like a month or two. So I think it's kind of
Mm,
something similar. Like just like you said,
hmm.
something to take a break from the good. But
Yeah.
I, I don't know though, man. Like sometimes, like even like I know it'd be like, oh, I'm gonna take a break from smoking, but I'd be like, man, why I'm just gonna make myself unhappy like for no reason. Like, man, I like to smoke. Like I already know what I like to do, so I'm like, why am I just
I'm the
not doing that?
same way too,
Just
bro.
cause, like, it's just punishing yourself for nothing. Like, I already been in the military, so I already did that shit. I don't need to be trying
Right.
to punish, being stoic for no
Right.
reason and shit. Like, I
Yeah,
like to smoke. Shit.
yeah. He said be a star for no reason. Nah, I feel you,
Yeah.
man. I mean, shit. I'm human, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, yeah, I'm smoking. You know what I mean? Like, I'm human, bro. Like, it's hard. You know what I mean? We have temptations. Some days I feel like I can't make it. Some days I haven't made it. You know what I mean? But it's more of a personal thing. You know what I mean? Like, if you can do it, then
Yeah,
do
you
it.
gotta take it day by day, huh?
Yeah, everything in life is day by day, bro. Everything in life is day by day. You can plan for the future all you want, but you know what I mean? They say that, man plans and God laughs. You know what I mean? So
I heard that. All right, bro. Well, I want to thank you for coming through politicking with me. We gotta follow up in the
yeah.
future.
Yeah, man, no doubt. Thank you for having me, man. Like I said, I got more music coming out. So as soon as I got some more project material, some different joints, I'm gonna send them right to you, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Let them know how to check out your music and everything, your websites, all
Yo,
that
check
good
me out on
stuff.
SoundCloud, degree_BSF, Instagram, degree_BSF, everything down the line, degree_BSF. I kept it simple for y'all. You know what I mean? Tap in, please. Run up the numbers, you know what I mean? And just show your support.
So you still rocking with SoundCloud?
Yeah, no, actually, you know what? SoundCloud I don't have. I don't have a SoundCloud. I probably got like 2 songs on SoundCloud that I did back in the day, but it ain't connected to the degree_BSF because I just haven't put nothing on there. You know what I mean? I've been focusing on Spotify, Apple Music. You know what I mean? I'm on Tidal, I think. Let me see. Yeah,
Yeah, I actually was
and
trying to ask you that because you was talking about Spotify, and I was like, well, what's the difference between Spotify, Apple Music, and Tidal?
um, honestly, I just used Spotify first. That was the first joint that I got on, so I just got more accustomed to using it. You know what I mean? And just navigating through it, and it just keeps track of my numbers. And I'm like, hell yeah, you know what I mean? Like they all probably do the same thing, to be honest with you, but Spotify was just the lucky one that I got to, you know what I mean, stick with.
I think they would say you get paid more off Tidal.
You do get paid more off Tidal. I have all that. You know what I mean? Like that's the good thing about knowing people that know what the fuck they doing too. Because I got somebody that linked me up with all that. You know what I mean? So, me personally though, when I open my phone, I get the email from Spotify. I open that shit and I look at it and see what the numbers is looking like. Just to see who's tapping in. I got a pretty decent audience, man. You know what I mean? I really appreciate y'all.
All right, y'all. So we out until the next time.
Yeah.
Make it the best time. I'll holla. Peace.
Peace.